Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, motorists of London. Hello, motorists of the UK. This is a letter here I'm showing you from Camden Council, dated the 28th of August 2009. Phone number 0207 974 4646 and sent by S. McNally, Recovery Rate Officer. This supposedly a contravention which they're charging for. Chalk Farm Road, NW1, on the 26th of the 7th, 2007 at 12:34, midnight 34. Now you're telling me in London, anywhere in London, you cannot move, you cannot stop anywhere without being harassed, without being hassled, either by the police or by cameras, which are being now used by modern democracy. The local authorities using rules and regulation to impose authority against you and the freedom of movement, to stop you from parking, to stop you from driving. This letter reads, I'm writing to advise you that the parking services have received notification from the Traffic Enforcement Centre of the refusal of your application to file a statutory declaration out of time. As a result, we are now legitimately entitled to instruct Equita Collection Services Limited to resume enforcement of this penalty charge notice 14 days after the date of the order made by the Court of TEC. I wish to advise you that 14-day period of the date of this order has now expired, and as a result, Equita Collection Services Limited will continue their enforcement of the warrant of execution authorized against the penalty charge notice immediately. In order to avoid additional fees for which you will be liable, it is recommended that you contact Equita Collection Service Limited on 0845 601 0011, who will advise you of any balance due and how to make payment. Payment must be made to Equita Collection Services Limited and not the London Borough of Camden. You retain the right to seek independent legal advice should you wish. Now you're telling me this is how the government of the UK has imposed rules and regulations, thanks to Tony Blair and his government, who decided to transfer laws to the councils, allowing them to use CCTV, making new laws in which to direct imposition of rules and regulation against the people of London. This is what is happening to you, the motorists. It's no fun. It will happen over and over until they dig you to the ground. This is the modern democracy which we're living under in London and indeed the UK in 2009. Your freedom is being invaded, your freedom is being eroded, your movement is being trapped. Any movement you do, you're being trapped, especially if you're in a car. They're not concerned about safety, they're not concerned about security. All they're concerned about is to trap you into a congestion charge, is to trap you from doing left turns, right turns, to trap you in bus lanes, to trap you on double yellow lines, to trap you on red routes, and to trap you on all other matters relating to road traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, these councils, by the order of the government and the courts, are making millions from your legitimate earnings each year, year upon year, and they call it law. It's disgusting, it's evil, and it's out of order. It has to be stopped, and the only way it's going to be stopped is if you stand up and challenge them in the court and say, this is wrong and we're not going to allow it. You allow it, it's going to happen today, it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen next year, and it will never stop. Meanwhile, these very people who make the rules and regulations and the laws, they put your money into their pockets and they call it expenses. And even now, they're claiming for higher salaries. It's disgusting, it's evil, and it shouldn't happen. It's wrong. People, stand up and fight for your rights. Enough is enough. These stand up and deliver days are over. I'm sorry, but CCTV, 26th of the 7th, 2007 at 12:34. And even more worse, there are others being chased and hassled for parking at night time from 12 to 7, from 7 further on from there, 24 hours a day restrictions. This is not how life was mooted for in London. London is meant to be a free city. Your life is meant to be free from all restrictions. In fact, the governments make rules and laws every day, every year. They shove it on you, they impose it on you, and they say your rights is not being affected. If you don't stand up now and fight this evil, they'll pin you to the ground. They'll grab you by the balls and they'll say it's the law.